Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia, and today is July 5th, 2018. We did our first Kia Stinger video on this exact car on November 21st, 2017, and a lot has happened since then. So we're going to talk in this video about the things that we like about this car after owning it for 7 months, and the things you may not see on your first test drive. But let's go back and do a little history lesson. Since November 21st, a lot of things have happened. We've become one of the top Kia Stinger dealers in Canada. Our videos online have taken off on this car. In fact, Kia USA saw a bunch of our videos on the Stinger, and they flew me down to LA and had me do some videos for them. So we'll link those in the description. But this car and this video series that we've done on this car has meant a lot to our dealership. So we're going to talk about a lot of the things that we didn't notice maybe at first or didn't appreciate at first, and things that you as an owner may come to appreciate over time. So it's a lot to show you. We're going to go through, what are we going to talk about? Some of the features in the satellite system, the auto start stop, launch control. We're going to show you launch control in this video. Lane keeping and smart cruise, we're going to talk about that. The smart hatch, we love that. The heads up display, the all-wheel drive, ambient lighting, the drive modes, and more. So there's a few things we're going to cover in this video. We're going to try to get you videos of everything. But yeah, stay tuned, take a look, and we'll show you all through the car. All right, so we're inside the car now, and one of the things I want to show you is some of the various satellite services that you can get here. So we'll hit all menus, we'll hit data services there, and you've got a lot of different things. The things I like, I mean, you can follow stocks, you can follow sports teams if you want to do that right from your car. The thing that I find really useful though is the Doppler Radar. So if you're traveling and you want to see, what's going on with the weather in your area. Now today's a beautiful, very hot day, but if there's a cloud cover, or sorry, more than cloud cover, if there's rain coming in, snow coming in, you can see it coming in right from your car. It's based on your location. So I think that's a great feature. A lot of things, again, people don't know about that. Also the traffic, you've got live traffic data. You can see all that kind of stuff, where there's problems. You can see on mapping where it's busy. So a lot of different things you can do in that system, but I love that the people don't realize that this is a weather station. You've got a Doppler radar based on where your location is, and that works great. I love that feature. Other little things I love about the car while we're here, I love the Uvo Intelligence. It's up here in the mirror, which is just out of the shot. It means basically it's available in Canada, it's not available in the States, and I love that the features it gives you. You can start the car from an app on your cell phone, you can do all kinds of things. If you want to see that, we have Uvo Intelligence videos on our YouTube channel, so search for those. It's under Uvo Intelligence. A couple other little things. Let's talk about the auto start stop. So the auto start stop is a feature you wouldn't see in a test drive because certain conditions have to be met. The battery has to be at a certain state of charge, climate system, and the computers keep an eye on what has to be in check. But basically when you come to a stop sign, the engine can shut down. Now it doesn't, when the air conditioning is blowing like crazy today, it'll stay running for you so you can keep the full air conditioning. But in a lot of conditions, the car can fully shut down at a stoplight. And people don't like that, and that's fine. You can turn that on and off right by a button right here beside me. But I personally think it's great because it works so well. I've been in cars where it doesn't work that well. But yeah, you come to a light, you'll see that the little symbol in the dash comes on. The car will turn itself off, save some fuel, saves the environment a little bit. And as soon as you release the brake, the car instantly starts and you're good to go. I mean, I can't get my foot from the brake to the gas before it starts. So works really, really well. And it's something that you don't see on a test drive. Another thing you see in this car that you don't always appreciate on the test drive is the heads-up display. Now, a lot of cars have heads-up display. They project various information up there, but there's a lot of information that can be shown there. Navigation information, and also lane keeping assist and smart cruise control information can be put up there. So what's lane keeping assist? Well, first of all, we've done a video. We called it the Kia Stinger Autopilot. So if you haven't seen that video, go to our channel. But the car is capable of steering itself. It sees the lane markings and it can keep it in lane markings even around gentle corners. Now you are supposed to keep your hand on the wheel and it'll warn you if you don't. But that's a feature where if you're doing a long trip, it'll keep you centered in the lane, and there's two functions to that. You can set it up so it just keeps you in the lane and it doesn't, it's not really active, but it'll keep you in the lane, or you can set it up to center yourself in the lane and be a little bit more active. So I love that feature because it keeps you in the lane. And when you combine that with the smart cruise control, it's awesome. The car basically self-drives. You've got if a car cuts in front of you, it'll slow right down. It'll maintain the speed as soon as you've got room to pass, or if you signal the lane and go through, you can go past them. So like I said, if you haven't seen our Kia Stinger Autopilot video, check out our YouTube channel. That's a video that you'll want to see to explain those two systems in use. It's a great system. Another thing that a staff member pointed out that he loved about this car was the ambient lighting. And I thought, yeah, that's right, we haven't talked about that in a while, but we did do a video on it, and it's got over 100,000 views already in the past 6 or 7 months. And it's all of the lighting in the car, inside, outside, everywhere, but it's got ambient lighting. And the thing I love about the ambient lighting is you can change the color of it, you can set the brightness of it, and it makes the car look really, really cool at night. So check out our video, Kia Stinger at night, and you'll see that, you know, ambient lighting as well as all the other lights on the car. Two other technology features that we really like about this car is the all-wheel drive system. Now, the all-wheel drive system is a rear-biased all-wheel drive system, and we tried to show it out. We had a demo car we could use, and we used it in the snow. We have kind of a crazy video of us driving in the snow, so check out our channel, Kia Stinger in the Snow, and you can see us driving this car in the snow with no, not this exact car, but another car like it, with no snow tires, just, you know, the performance tires that come with it. But it gives you an idea of the all-wheel drive system, and we've really been impressed with this car in the snow. We have a couple customers that have put snow tires on it, drove it right through the winter, and they were really, really impressed with the all-wheel drive system because of the way it both aids in performance but also makes it a full 4-season sports car. At the end of the video, we're going to show you the Smart Hatch. Smart Hatch is fantastic. We're going to show you that, but up now, let's do launch control. A couple disclaimers about launch control. First of all, it's not something you should try in a test drive, but you may not be able to try it in a test drive because I believe the car needs a few kilometers on it, a few miles on it, before it'll actually activate and be able to work for you. So what is launch control? Basically what it does is it allows the car to be at the very limit of traction to have maximum acceleration. Now in Canada, every Kia Stinger is an all-wheel drive car, and that means all 4 tires are gripping to get this car going. And the sensation you feel is incredible. We've done it on we do some live YouTube or some live Facebook videos, and we've done that with some salespeople before where they've never experienced it before. I've done it with customers in their own cars because they said, show me how this launch control works, because they find it really, really, really impressive. And the thing with this car is it accelerates really hard. It's got 365 horsepower. It's a twin turbo. Some people say, oh, it doesn't have that much, you know, horsepower compared to some other cars, but this car is consistently outrun manual transmission Ford Mustangs in multiple runs. You'll see that all over YouTube. And the reason is it's just it pulls hard. It's got great torque down low where you need it. And launch control is what makes it have the perfect launch every time. So a couple things about launch control. You can't use it multiple times in a row. The car will protect itself from you just killing the car from doing it every time. But you can activate it pretty simply. So I'm going to go over how to activate it. I'm not going to launch quite yet. We'll get the camera out of the car to do the full launch, but we'll show you how it works. So here's what you do. First of all, the car has to be in drive. So we are now in drive. You also need to be in sport mode. We are in sport mode. You have to hold down the traction control, stability control button off. If you just tap it, it only takes the traction control off. If you hold it down like I am right now, the traction control first of all disables. Keep holding. Now traction and stability control are disabled. So then you're ready to go. At this point, you hold your left foot firmly on the brake, very firmly on the brake, right to the floor. You floor the car, it tells launch control ready, and I have to just release the brake, and then we can go. So that's launch control, and like I said, it doesn't look as good in the video as it feels in person. It's just amazing. It brings up another thing though, in our sort of closed course here, it's a great way to test the Brembo brakes, and the Brembo brakes have been another favorite. As we've had the car and used it, man, those brakes are really good. Even in the heat, they don't fade. They're just great, great brakes. Final thing I need to show you is the smart trunk, and I got to do that quickly because we just got a call. Somebody wants to test drive the car. So the smart trunk is great. I love it because a lot of people have something where you wave your foot underneath the car and the trunk has to go up, but you don't have to wave your feet under the car with this one. And what the difference that makes is fantastic. You don't have to scrape the salt on your car when you're touching the paint by raising it or lowering it. All you have to do is with the key in your pocket or on your body, approach the car, 5 beeps in 3 seconds, the trunk rises up, you don't have to touch it at all. If you've got snow or ice on the ground, you're not waving your feet while you're carrying your heavy stuff under the car. You throw it in, you've got a huge hatchback trunk, which is what other people really love about this car. It's a very practical car. And when you're done, press the button, shut it, and you're done. So it's a great feature for practicality. If you're carrying golf clubs or something, they all easily fit in. Great system, and it doesn't accidentally activate. People were worried about if you lock your car, it won't work for the first 30 seconds, 45 seconds until you get a little closer after that. So if you lock your car, walk away from it, no big deal. So there's the Kia Stinger. We've got all kinds of questions on this car. If you have questions still, we're still ready to answer them for you. We've gotten a lot of videos in the past, but we'll still make videos on this car if you want us to make more. So let us know what you want to know about it, and we'll try to get on video and we'll try to answer your questions for you. Thanks everybody for watching.